I came on board as president 2 years ago, and one of the areas that immediately got my attention that we had to work with was in our nursing program. The dean, who had been here for several years, moved on to another institution a month after I arrived. And I had learned in my about 30 years experience in higher ed that any time there's a change in leadership, it's a good time to look at the program thoroughly, do a comprehensive assessment of where you are and where you're headed. And Dr. Clark at the time was the interim VPAA, and because of who she knew both in Louisiana and Mississippi, we began to make calls to people with the state boards, with other schools, who would be a great person to come in and just do a consulting work for us. And this was Dr. Marilyn Cooksey. And Dr. Cooksey came on board with us, and she was here doing that work for maybe like 2 weeks, about 2 or 3 weeks on the consulting work that summer. And during that time began to find situations and issues that were going to be a challenge, but other things that were really strong. She identified a lot of strengths of the program as well. And so during that time, we had already, parallel to her joining us, obviously we didn't have a dean for the next year, we began to conduct a national search for a new dean of nursing. And I was pleasantly surprised the day Dr. Clark came in and told me, well, Dr. Cooksey she wants to apply. And we'd had a few other applicants, but none had her experience. 38 years as a nurse, 25 years as a nurse educator, both the BSN, the MSN, and the PhD. She had led programs at other major universities and established programs, had great success in revitalizing programs. So we felt that she would be a great fit because of her experience, her competency, her faith. And at the same time, everyone knew when I came, I had the 3 R's. That was kind of the heart of what we did. We were seeking to lead a school that would be relational, relevant, and rigorous. And Dr. Cooksey took that on, those 3 R's, and the program she discovered there was some, and I'll let her talk more to that, where there was a need for more rigor. And that's where we are today as we've been going through that time and this program. We know we have some challenges. We know that we've been informed by the LSBN, am I saying that right? LSBN, that our passage rate for the NCLEX is not good, and I'll let Dr. Cooksey and Dr. Pound say a few things about that. It's certainly not what we expected, but we believe there are valid reasons for why we got to this point. And we wanted to be proactive with you all. I've said that from the first day I arrived as president. We'd be transparent, and we'll tell you the good things, and we'll tell you sometimes the not so good things. And this is one of those. At the same time, it didn't catch us off. It didn't really catch us by surprise, because Dr. Cooksey began to tell me last September that you anticipated some issues and some problems with the scores that were going to happen. And we informed our board even in October that we think that the next round of test scores may not be at the 80% level. And then we would also, our board, we reviewed it with the board again in the board meeting we had just a couple weeks ago in January, where Dr. Cooksey and I both addressed that. Dr. Pounds addressed that with the Academic Affairs Committee. But we have a plan, and we have strategies and solutions to moving forward to improve, to enhance, and to build on the foundation we've been working on for some time. And I'm confident we've got the right leader and the right people to do that.